Hello and welcome to another episode of Authentic Leader Q&A. I am your host, Amber Ludwig, the founder of AuthenticLeaderAcademy.com. And today we have an incredible question from Becky.
Hi Amber, this is Becca, Corporage's Core Solutions. I work with entrepreneurs who are experts in their field and want to share their genius with the world. We develop books and online programs, workshops, podcasts, telesummits, you name it. I've always been behind the curtain helping experts develop amazing content. And now I am ready to step out and build my own platform as an expert. Here's my question for you. I have about 2,000 people in my contact list that would be potentially interested in receiving my new e-zine and email marketing. But right now, they're just in my personal email, not my email marketing system. What is the best way to transfer my contacts or get people to opt in without spamming or disrespecting their email assets or our relationship? See, I'm afraid if I automatically import them into my system and then send an initial email telling them what's up, that I'll get a big enough number of opt-outs that my email marketing system will shut me down. Also, if I do too many large blind copy emails from my email system to ask people to opt in, then I could risk being caught up in a spam trap and locked out of my email. I don't know what the best approach is from the technical side.
I love this question because it's one that everybody runs into, especially when they're starting a business online. So Becky, I want to congratulate you for taking this stand in your business and really stepping into that new role. But this is, again, something that everybody's going to deal with at some point in their business. And so I'm really glad that you brought this up so we can set the record straight. The wrong thing to do, as you mentioned, is to create a list of all of those contacts. Let's just say you have a Gmail account and you have all of your contacts that you built up over the years inside of Gmail. You can export those email addresses, but the wrong thing to do would be then at that point to automatically import them into your email management system, whether it's MailChimp or Aweber, iContact, whichever platform that you're going to be using. And then from there, if you were to blast out an email to all of those people, even if you had the best of intentions of saying, hey, I'm so excited, this is my new business, this is what it's about, I'm so happy to have you here, it's a huge no-no because you technically don't have permission to contact those people, and that can be against FTC regulations. And you're right that a lot of people are going to unsubscribe, but many of those people, as they unsubscribe, will mark you as spam, and the more spam contents that spam remarks that you get inside of a short period of time, that's going to send a red flag to your email management service provider, and they can close your account and drop you as a client, because what happens is you affect their deliverability rates, and it's going to cause a ripple effect of issues inside of their platform, especially with the FTC breathing down their necks. So it just kind of creates this domino effect of negativity that happens in your business when you do that, even though you have the best intention of adding value to those people's lives. Now, you're right. The alternative that you brought up is that you could send out emails to those contacts through your Gmail account, and you could blind copy a bunch of people. You will have a limit as to how much you can do that, and frankly, Gmail could catch you for that, and they may not like you sending out to thousands of people, even if you broke them up into little chunks. And that's not really great either, because those people that receive the email, there's no unsubscribe link at the bottom of your email. You might get some people that are frustrated or not understanding what's happening. So yes, we're in a major catch-22. What do we do about it? Here's one suggestion that I'd like to offer to you, and you can kind of adjust the strategy based on your comfort level and what makes sense for you in your business. But one thing that you might consider doing is sending an email invitation out to those people in batches. Doesn't mean you have to do it right now to all thousands of those contacts, but what if you had a strategy to reach out to those people over the next 3 months or 6 months? The reality is that you're in business to win it. You're here for the long term. There's no saying that you have to jump, and jump ahead and rush everything, right? And frankly, if all of those people came back to you and were sending you inquiries and this and that, it might overwhelm you anyway. So I would encourage you to do a multi-phase approach. And potentially what you could do is you could send an email out to a batch of people at a time, or one at a time. You could even hire a virtual assistant to help you with this, depending on how personalized you want these messages to be. The more personalized you make them, the better of a response rate you're going to get. So yes, it's going to take you more time to say, "Hi Mary, it's Becca," or "Hey Joe, how have you been since our last project together when we did whatever it was." You're going to get a far better response rate the more personalized you get. But the point is whether you send them individually or in a batch, what I would encourage you to do is in this email, keep it very short and sweet, and talk to them about your new transition and say, "Hey, I have this huge transition in my business and I'm so excited about it, and I really want you to know about it because I think I can be of greater value and service to you in the future. And just out of full respect for your time, I decided not to write a long email, and instead I'd like you to click here for a very short video that I created for you." That should take them to a private page on your website that has just the video. And the video, I would encourage you to make it 5 minutes or less. 3 minutes or less is even better. During that video, be your cute, bubbly, amazing self and talk about the changes. This is where I was. This is where I'm headed. This is how it affects you and how I want to be of service to you moving forward. And here's how we can do that. And just be very kind of like an umbrella of everything that you've just been through and what the vision is. The more you paint the picture for the vision, the more you're going to emotionally connect with those people and really grab them and pull on their heartstrings. And that's ultimately what you want, because people make decisions based on emotion. At the end of that video, what you could consider doing is a couple of different things. This is where your strategy can change depending on what you really want. But what if at the end of that video you said, "Because I value our relationship so much and I really want to support you moving forward, and I thank you for your time in watching this video, I have decided to offer you blank." Now that blank could be a free ebook or a video series, or even better, invite them to a webinar, a live webinar. Maybe you decide to host a live webinar once a month for the next several months that is just dedicated to servicing and adding value for your existing contacts. So you can send them these individual emails or in bulk once a week or whatever, but then drive them to the next webinar that you're hosting. And during that webinar, now you have much more time with those clients. For example, during that webinar, you could give them some sort of training that's tied into this new transition for you. And I would encourage you also to largely promote it to them as a Q&A opportunity. And maybe during those webinars, you open it up for a certain amount of time where you answer their questions and help them with their business or whatever it is that you want to support them in. And then at the very end of the call, I would encourage you to use that as an opportunity to get some clients and get some money flowing through that business. Whether you're doing coaching, if you're offering coaching at the end, what you could do is invite them. The next step is to have them fill out an application for a free strategy session with you. And during that session, you can dig deep into their business and their mindset and come up with a plan to transition them into paid coaching long term. It's a very effective process for converting clients into paid coaching clients. Or you can sell some sort of a 4-week online course or a downloadable digital product or whatever it is that is going to allow you to monetize this situation. And now I realize I'm getting much bigger here for you. The original question was, how do I just get them in my email management system? But I want you thinking bigger, because this is an opportunity to really catapult this new venture of yours and build that momentum much faster than possibly would have happened otherwise. And then you can leverage that momentum to build even stronger and even faster into next year. So that's something that I would encourage you to think about. If the webinar idea sounds just nuts and overwhelming and you can't even wrap your mind around it, no problem. Scale back a bit, and instead, during that 3 to 5 minute video, invite them to opt in for an ebook or for a video. And when you're telling them the value that they're going to get out of this ebook or video, make sure that you let them know that yes, you will be signing up for my email list, but here's why it's going to be of great value to you. I highly respect your inbox. I'm sure you get way too many emails as it is, but I really respect that, so I'm not going to add to that. Instead, I'm only going to email you this often, and when I do email you, this is what's going to be included in it, and I believe that that is going to be very powerful for you because of blank, and you can fill them in. But I think that if you really paint the picture for the value out of that free offering, whether it's an ebook, video, or webinar, and then paint the picture for the overall value that you're going to give to them, not only in this video or in this business, but through those emails that you're going to send out over the course of time, you're going to absolutely convert those people big time. And now, once they opt into the ebook or video, or when they opt in to register for that webinar, now you have your email list, and now they already know what to expect, so you can start emailing them as often as you want, and they're not going to complain and mark you as spam because they knew about it ahead of time. And what's even the cream on top of all of that is that if you were to just have imported all of those people into your email management provider, then yeah, you have a lot of people in there, but it doesn't mean they're quality leads, right? I would way rather have 500 people on my email list if I knew that those were actually potentially clients, or people that would want my products or services, over if I had 10,000 people who really didn't care one way or the other about what I was doing. Always quality over quantity. And by taking people through this process of yours, it's kind of like screening. The people who choose to opt in are very serious about working with you. Those are hot leads. And that's why you want to make sure that you're giving them the right value in that ebook, video, or webinar, because this is your opportunity to monetize those people. And yes, a large portion of them, they're just going to kind of follow you for a while and vibe you out, and then maybe make that buying decision later, but they're still hot leads, so that's a good thing. It's a great way to get your business kick-started in the right direction, build up that confidence and momentum. So hopefully that answered your question, Becca. I'd love to know your feedback. Of course, if you are watching this and got value out of it, I'd love to know your comment as well, and help in sharing this on social media so that we can help more entrepreneurs build their business the right way. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll get notifications every time I create new videos like this, and that's going to add more value in your business as well. I'm very much here for you. I want to thank you for your time, and we'll catch you on the next one.